your hands on your hips. Simon says, put your hands on your knees. Ay. Simon says, put your hands on your feet. Ay. Simon says, bust it open like a freak. Ay.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and y'all already know what I'm about to say. It's your girl Liani. It's your girl Liani. Today's video, I'm gonna do this weeping, crying makeup look. I seen a look on Instagram. I'm gonna post a picture here, show y'all the screenshot and his at name. I thought it was kind of cool, so I decided to do a look based off his, and this is what I came up with. If it looks a little, wet on this side, I am ironically tearing so bad. Like, my allergies is not letting me be great, but I still wanted to film and get this look up for you guys, especially since it's something so freaking different and bomb, so I had to do it. If you guys like this look, please leave a thumbs up and enjoy the rest of the video.
Hey guys, so starting off, I'm taking first of all, my eyebrows is already done, but I'm using my LA Pro Girl Concealer in Fawn to conceal my eyes, and I'm using my sponge to blend it out. So right here, I'm just showing you guys the look again. So I'm going to take my JACLYN Hill palette and use that color right there, and that'll be my transition color. I'm not really trying to do nothing too OD for the eyes, because the look is not even about the eyes, it's about the tears. So that's why I didn't make my colors as pigmented and vivid as they could be. So now next I'm taking that other color and I'm going to focus that on the outer corner, and then I'm going to bring it in to the eye. This is going to be kind of like my crease shade, and I'm just using a fluffy brush. Now I'm taking this Coastal Scents palette, and I'm going to take that yellow right there, and I'm going to put that on top of where the original mustard color was, just to make it stand out a little bit more. Like, I don't care for it to be too vivid, I just need some shadow there. And then I'm going to take a highlighter. I'm using Queen from the JACLYN Hill palette, which is the gold. So now I'm carving out my crease with the LA Pro concealer in the shade Toffee, just to give something, a little extra, because it was looking a little dry. So taking my fluffy brush, I'm just blending out the edges and then doing the exact same thing on the other eye. So now I'm taking this flat angled brush just to blend out that concealer again, and now I'm going to use the shade next to that other shade, like the reddish color, and I'm going to focus that on my outer corners, because the other color it didn't give that punch that I wanted. So now I'm taking that nude color from the JACLYN Hill palette. I'll list the color and information down below so you guys know exactly what color it is. And I'm also going to use another shimmer color from the same palette. I forget what it is, so it'll be down in the description for sure. And I'm just sweeping that same color under my brows. So I did my liner and lash off camera, and right now I'm using my L'Oreal True Match foundation in the color C7 Nut Brown, and I'm just using this Morphe brush to just smooth it and pat it on. Now I'm just going to take my LA Pro Girl Concealer in the color Dark Cocoa and put that on my jawline, because I'm going to use that to darken up my foundation, because I did get a tan. Under my eyes, I'm going to take the same brand concealer and use the shade Toffee and Yellow Corrector, and then I'm going to blend that out with my Beauty Blender. Girl, I do not know why I said beauty blender like that, but it's beauty blender. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. So I'm just going to take my foundation brush just to blend out the edges further to make it more, seamless. You know how that go. You know how we do. Look how I can't freaking speak. Look how popping my lashes are. So now I'm just going to blend out the dark cocoa, because like I said, I'm using that to darken my foundation. And I'm just spreading that all over, making sure everything is nice and blended. So my under eye just wasn't bright enough for me. So I went and used pure beige under my eyes, just so I could get that more woken look, because I was looking tired, sis. I'm also taking the leftover product on my beauty blender and I'm putting it around my nose and on my forehead. Now I'm using my SACHA Buttercup powder to set under my eyes and the rest of my highlighted areas. I just love this powder. Look how nice and smooth it makes my face look. Whew. Now I'm just taking my Maybelline Fit Me powder in the color 355 Coconut. This is the smooth inset powder with the purple lettering. And I'm using this to set my face because as you guys know, I'm a 10. I got it 10. Now taking my BH Studio Cosmetics contour kit. I'm just going to use those colors and, you know, contour my face. Felt like my forehead was looking a little dark, so I'm just going to take that yellow from that same contour kit and then go over it with my foundation so it's not as bright. And I'm also going to use the top color, the last color on the top row of that contour kit to contour my nose. And then I'm going to, you know, pinch my nose with the leftover powder. Right now I'm using a blush from my Morphe 9B palette. This palette is discontinued, but that's just the palette I use, so it's just a mauve color, so I'm gonna use that and also put it around my nose in a circular motion and bring it up my bridge, because remember this is a cried look, and you know when you cry your nose get red and your face, you know, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Y'all got me over here stuttering. So I'm just highlighting my nose because you know we still want to be glam while we cry, and I'm going under my eyes with that same red color that I have on my outer corner just to finish it off. And after that I'm just going to use some mascara to bring my lower lashes to life. For the tears, I will be using my colored RAINE Vivid Pigments palette. I will be using 3 of the blue shades, which will be Neo Blue, Drip Drop, and Jet Set. So now I'm just gonna take a skinny brush and do a squiggly line, and then I'm gonna create a tear shape. Using the darker blue color, I'm just gonna shade the tear. And to give it that little highlight to make it look 3D, I'm using my NYX White Gel Liner. Right here I'm just adding a little bit more shadowing just to make it look more rounded. And on the other side I'm doing the same thing. I'm using the Drip Drop to draw the shape of, you know, the tear falling. This part does not have to be neat because, you know, it's just a tear. Just use squiggly lines, that's what I'm doing. And then I'm just going to use that same color to create the teardrop shape. Shade it with a darker blue and highlight it with the white. Bruh, do y'all see how watery the corner of my eyes look? This allergy, I don't know what was up with the pollen in the air this day, but bruh, my eyes were watering so bad. But y'all know I still had to push through. For the lips, I'm just going to rub some Vaseline on, and we're going to do something real creative today. So that same mauve blush color that I was using on my cheeks and on my nose, I used that same color for my lips to give me that pinky look. And I kept patting it on with my brush and with my finger. And after that I'm going to be taking a dark brown eyeshadow and I'm going to pat that around the perimeter. So that's how I got my lip look. Can't believe I forgot my glow. So for highlight, I'm using the Queen eyeshadow from the JACLYN Hill Morphe palette. It's bomb, one of my favorite highlighters. I wish I could just have this in a pan on its own because it just gives me so much life. Now I'm using the LA Pro Girl concealer in the color Toffee, and I'm giving myself some little freckles because I just need a little something extra. This is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Mwah!
You wasn't there when I was alone. Say that you care when really you don't. It's all in your actions, none of my fault.